Now the battle continues on with the undead, so I'm going to provide you with 13 more blades, fixed blades, for the zombie apocalypse. Now I'm going to give you 3 honorable mentions. First things first, is the Trade Delta Decimate Bush Sword, as I was. 16 inches of blade, over 5 inches of handle, perfect for slaying zombies. Now, I have another big one, and that is the Kershaw Camp 14. Now, this blade is discontinued and based upon the length, and also its 65 mm carbon steel is also will be a very good contender when it comes to slaying zombies. And number 3 of the honorable mentions is the Hibbon 4 Combat Machete. Originally thought to be the Rambo 4 knife, but so I refused it for something a little bit more rugged looking. To me, it's clean, cuts clean, looks mean. For stainless steel, it's a steal. Now we're going to get towards our 13. Now, starting with number 13, we have the Cold Steel Notches Bowie, and this was made out of 4035s, as it was 4034 stainless steel, 12 inches, nearly 12 inches of blade, and 5 inches of handle length. Whip. This is a fast fighting knife. You could probably cut wood with it, but why would you? Hell, why not just cut it? Get a couple of zombie scalps when it comes to this goddamn thing. And it also comes with this lovely security sheet. It kind of dulls it out, but what can you do? I guess they don't give out leather sheets anymore when it comes to this thing. Next, we have the Gil Hibben Fighting Kukri. And this is also I know about, I'd say it's about 11.5 inches of blade length, if I can remember. I actually have 2 of these, but this one is made out of D2 tool steel, which gives it a little bit more grit and grind when it comes towards cutting up a bunch of zombies. And what I like about this, not only the sheath, but also the handle. These little grooves right here fit nicely when it comes to the hand. Perfect when it comes to smashing and slicing zombies. Next, we have a Rambo knife. Well, inspired by Rambo knife. The D-Bad Mission 3. Made out of 5160 steel, about 12 inches length of blade. Very light, very powerful, double-edged, great for slaying zombies. Recommend you get this at the Zoom at the Kukri house. It's a lovely blade. It was my favorite. I actually got this a couple of days ago. I mean, as it was a couple of weeks ago. And it's one of my favorites. Next, we have the Scourge Kukri from Kalash. Now, this is the special anniversary Kukri. Comes with this lovely sheet. Comes with a dangler if you want to dangle your sheets down. It's made out of 5160 steel, kind of like all of the other Kalash blades. Beautiful. Go get it. Next on the agenda is another one of my recent additions, and that is the D-Bad Krogal, the fixed blade version of my favorite folding knife, the Espada. Lovely 11 inches of blade and over 7 inches of handle material, micarta wood, 5160 steel. Now I kind of fixed mine up a little bit because I'm not that tall. I'm about 5'9", and kind of dangle a little too small. So I kind of modified it. I even added this little karambit. Just in case, the little zombies come too close for comfort. Now I'm hoping to get, like I said before, I'm hoping to get a news sheet because I kind of messed it up right here. But let us move on. Let's move on to the next blade. Next one we have is another D-pad design. It is the Preacher. For all you Testament fans. Now everybody loves this knife, and I can see why. It's big, thick, and ready to smash some zombie skulls. If I can remember, it's made out of 5160 steel, and this actually comes with about a 10-inch blade, but I got one in 12. Beautiful length, long enough to pretty much slay your zombies. Next, we have something from, strangely enough, Zombie Tool for a zombie apocalypse, and that is the Fakra, their version of the Kukri. This lovely Kydex sheet. Now it doesn't come with these little trench knives. These are M30 trench knives. I like them. Not the best, but hell, they're just secondary. It's not about them, it's about this. Lovely curvature when it comes to this blade. Mass downforce, not too heavy when it comes to the arm. And hell, so you can split somebody's head off with this and do a couple of decaps when it comes to this blade. Love it. Love it, Zombie Tools. And the hell did I messed that one up. Now next, we're going to continue on with the Donnie B All Day Old War buoy. Now this 14-inch rosewood handled blade buoy is an amazing blade. Nice, long, strong. It's a bit heavy, but still maneuverable. And it has this little D-guard in front to protect your knuckles, or if you want to punch them in the face before you cut their heads off. You join the Donnie B All Day Old War buoy once again. Get it. For all those zombies trying to get you. Now to continue on, we have another D-pad design. I know most of my tend to know it's a trend going on here. Yeah, mostly D-pad. My friend Donnie, you're a goddamn man, mad scientist, mad genius when it comes to designing these blades. This is also 14 inches. This is 5160 still. And like I keep telling people, this knife's a lot lighter than you think. I think a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's all big, it's bulky, it's probably unwieldy. But it's actually ridiculously light, which is very important if you're going to be beginning, if you're going to get attacked by zombies. You got to maneuver well. And why not get yourself a D-pad? And I added on a little cram into this one too. Next one is a bit of a twofer. Well, it's a one-for. That is the Kukri House Scourge buoy. Now this is the 15-incher made out of 52-100 steel. That's the 50. Now, strangely enough, I got a new one, a little shorter one. It's not as heavy as that one. It's a little bit shorter. Come on. A little bit lighter. We'll still do the right amount of damage. I think it's about 13 inches, more or less. And now, and while hell breaks loose, I'll probably carry them both. Both blades, one end. Now next, is going to be something a little bit classic. It's going to be the Cold Steel Attack Chickendale, a very, very light blade, very light. Now the little studs on this handle are a bit to be concerned, especially doing heavy chopping. But we're not going to be doing heavy chopping. We're going to be chopping off heads. So this is fine. And also the fact that moment you can also put on gloves. Now, if I can remember, this blade is made out of 1056 steel. It's a 1065. I can't really remember out of the top of my head. But this is a lovely, beautiful knife. Thick. 5 hands. Hands ain't that big, but hell. Guess hands ain't that big, but hell. Big enough for me. It's big enough to slay. Get in there. Some zombies. Now we're almost at the end. And I'm going to provide you with a Kukri House exclusive. It is the KHHI Hard Hammer Bowie. 52-100 steel, 15-inch blade length, 7 inches of handle length, rosewood. I mean, next time I order one, I'll get one with my card, but this is beautiful when it comes down to chopping things. I've actually used this before, and I got a little blade damage in it. I was able to, fill it in. It's perfect when it comes to cutting out zombies' head. It's nice and heavy. It's a little bit forward heavy, which is good, especially you're gonna use some decaps. Now, last but not least, is going to be the longest of them all. And this is from Kalash. This is the Kalash Expedition Cleaver. About 18.1 inches of blade with a nice 7-8 inch handle made out of rosewood. This is also made out of 5160 steel, and this will probably be your deepest. This probably be the potential blade for hunting zombies. It's long. It's not that heavy, strangely enough, as long as it is. You can hold it with 2 hands if you want, but hell, you're not gonna maneuver it all that well with 2 hands. Now this is definitely a must when it comes to slaying zombies. As soon as you get it. And this comes from Kalash, another, Nepalese site that sells big blades just like the Kukri House and every other place in Nepal. Nepal, you guys seem to have pretty much the threshold when it comes to making cool ass custom made knives. And with that being said, fellow travelers, I bid you farewell. Stay frosty, stay sharp, and hit you out one of these. Peace.